Hello everyone, I'm Nitish from Ramco Institute of Technology. I'm currently pursuing my BTech degree in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Today, my purpose of this video is a basic introduction to PostgreSQL installation setup, and you can see the agenda of the video here. We're going to see how we are going to install and set up uh, PostgreSQL in Windows, and we're going to do some basic queries in PostgreSQL. So as a first step, without wasting time, let's get into the video. What you're going to do is just hop into this website. Uh, I have this open here. What you're going to do is click the download button here, and then you'll see various operating systems. You're going to select Windows if you're a Windows user, choose Mac OS if you're a Mac user. You can also choose Linux if you're a Linux user. Uh, Mine is a Windows 11, so I'll choose Windows. And you can see a highlighted word here. Download the installer. Just click on it. After that, you can see various visualizations here. So various versions are also available. We'll download the latest version 14.5 here, and the 14.5 does not support for a 32-bit operating system, and mine is a 64-bit, so I'll download this one. So we need to wait for several minutes because the size is very huge already. It's more than 300 MB. Takes quite a bit of time. If you have a good amount of speed in your internet, should not take time. So we'll wait for a minute. Just wait 2 more minutes. It's almost done. 100 MBs, 100 megabytes done. It's 200 MBs to go. So PostgreSQL is one kind which has a similar syntax to SQL, normal SQL. There are various types of SQL available. There is something called MySQL by Microsoft. There's one by Oracle thing, and there is also one called MariaDB SQL, and there is NoSQL. Uh, NoSQL is one example of MongoDB is a NoSQL database, and PostgreSQL is something much more advanced one. It allows us to write complex queries actually easily, much more easier than the normal SQL server. So it's almost done. 50 megabytes remaining. My internet is a little slow because I'm also streaming at the same time, so it will take a little longer. So once it is done, what you're going to do is wait a minute. Yeah. Once it is done, what you're going to do is you will see the downloads here. Just double click on. When you double click, a new window will open like this. You need to just click on yes. New window will pop up. So just this is the setup wizard of PostgreSQL. Just click next, and this is the directory where it is going to be saved. Just don't change anything. It's very good to be the default one. Just click on next. Make sure all these four boxes are checked out. You need to check all these up. If anything is unchecked, just click on next then, and don't make any changes. Just click on next, and just I have an existing data directory because I uninstalled for this tutorial. I click on next, next, just next. You need to just click on next until you see this thing. Until you see, you will get the installation page. Okay. So this would take some 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes if you have a fast PC. Mine is a medium level, mid-level PC, so it won't take much time. So it's already 2 minutes, I think. It would take another 2 minutes for me. We have made halfway through, and you can even learn PostgreSQL by yourself on some websites. Javati Point. This one has a really huge explanations for PostgreSQL. You can really study a lot in this thing. This one has a very easy format for beginners to learn. If you don't love watching videos, you can read these things. It will be much more easier for you. And I think we are done. Much more time. You are about to be done. Please ignore my background noises if any. If you have a really good PC, it won't take much large time. Mine is slower because I'm streaming at the same time. Streaming really consumes a lot of space. It almost occupies half of the CPU usage. Yeah, we are about to be done. Just a bit to be installed. It's almost done actually. Mm. everything is done. I think it should open right after completing this task. Yeah, uh, it will ask for stack builder, but you don't really need it. You can just untick it and just click finish. Okay, and now just open your search and just search for PG admin. So you can use this one, or else you can use SQL shell. You can use this one, or you can use the graphical user interface. I would recommend using the graphical user interface because it's much more easier for beginners to work with. Uh, Working out running scripts, running queries in a shell requires some commands to be done, but running it on the user interface won't take much more passwords or commands. You don't need you don't need to learn commands. So you need to set a password first. I'll set my password here. Just click OK after entering my password, and you can see a server button here, right? Just click on it. You'll see it is getting connected. So just on the databases, you need to right click on it. Just create database. You need to give a name for your database. Right? Name it as sample. Just click on save after that. After you see, you can see the sample database that we have created. What you're going to do is just right click on it again, and you see the query tool option here. Just click on it. So you get the query where you can write everything. So the first thing what you're going to do is creating a database. We have already seen how to create a database. What you're going to do is just click on servers, right click on databases, create database, just enter a name and just save. That's very simple process to create a database. And next we will see creating a table. Creating a table, there is a keyword. So SQL is all about keywords. We have also learned Python keywords, right? If where where is something a keyword in SQL? There are keywords like if, else, true, false. All these were keywords in Python. Very similarly, SQL also has everything is keywords. Okay, so what we have here, you need to use for creating a table. You need to use a keyword called create table, and then you need to give a table name. We will give a table name as car. Okay, and you need to open brackets. You can open brackets there, and just click on enter. Okay, now we are going to insert our columns here. What we'll do is we'll do car name, and car name is an integer. Car name cannot be an integer. Car name must be string. So there is a data type called varchar, which can be used, which can use either integer or strings. Okay, you can use something called car model. You will give this one also. You can give varchar because some cars contain numbers as well as alphabets within their car model, and you will give car price, which can be an integer. Okay, after that, the main thing what you're going to do is just put a semicolon after this, after the bracket, which starts after the table name. Just select all these things. You can see the run button, or just click F5. Okay, so sorry, I made a mistake here. There is some mistake here. What is that mistake? Just give me a minute. I think I found it. I don't know. Yeah, I found it. So now we have created the table successfully. So we need to see the table what we have created. No. So there is something called display table. So uh, displaying is something very similar to printing the table. There is something called select command. We are going to select everything from the table what we created. The table name is car and just add a semicolon there, and we are going to run that now. And you can see the table has three columns, right? Car name, car model, and then car price. We have that. Okay, and you can also insert values into it. We'll next see into alter table. So suppose I want to change the name of this column. Car name as just name underscore car. I'll do alter table name, rename uh, car underscore name to name underscore car. Okay, and we'll run this query now. Alter table query returned successfully. Okay, now just we are going to run this, and you can see this won't be there. Instead, name underscore car will be there. You see, you can see that. You can do the same again. And see it well. We have name underscore car here. What we are going to do is change that again into car underscore name. Okay, and we have altered that. We run it now. We have changed it to the normal position, ideal position what we created first. Next thing will be dropping a table. So dropping a table is something called dropping the whole table. Okay, drop table car. You have dropped the table. So if you try running this, it will show an error now, because the car, we have dropped the table where it gets deleted. It gets deleted totally. So if you run this, it won't work because we've deleted it. So it does not exist in the directory. Truncate table is something called clearing all values. We'll see that in the second video. Dropping database is what you're going to do is end this session. Yeah. Don't save. I don't want to save. So just right click on the table. This is the database that we were working, sample. Just right click on it. Delete or refresh. Delete drop. Just click on it and do a refresh. Yeah, that's it. We got it deleted. So this is the first video of PostgreSQL. I think you could have understand something. At least you would have got an idea how to work on PostgreSQL. So let's see on the second video. Okay, signing off.